Sleeves here with the Senior Pickleball Report presented by TNC Network. Let's get it going. Today we're going to talk about mindfulness. We touched on it a little bit in last week's video about the story we tell ourselves about ourselves while playing pickleball. This week we're going to talk about how to become present while playing pickleball. But first, before we get started, if you like this content, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. Also check out our socials. And if you're really trying to get somebody into the sport or you want to get into the sport yourself at a reasonable price, check out A11N Sports. If you're looking to upgrade your paddle, check out Just Paddles. And if you want to get a shirt to help support our channel, check out our merch link in the description. Mindfulness is a state of active, open attention to the present. When we're playing a pickleball point, we're in the point. We're not necessarily listening to the chatter in our heads. We're paying attention to the ball, our opponent, how we're moving, so on and so forth. So when we have downtime between points, that's when the chatter tends to start. That's when we start talking about the story we tell ourselves about ourselves in our head, like we talked about in last week's video. So how do we reset ourselves before each and every point? Well, I have a little technique that I use, and it's basically just 3 words, and it's here I am. And when I say those words, I pay attention to one of my senses, whether it's sight. I might have the ball in my hand and find a particular spot on the ball. It zeroes me in and brings me into the present. I may listen to the birds in the nearby tree. I may feel the wind on my skin. Whatever it happens to be, I focus once I say those words on a particular sense. So I say, here I am, which brings me into time and space of that moment. Then I use one of the senses to really narrow and focus my attention to the moment. And then the point is ready to begin. That way, the chatter stops. I can then transition from that moment of presence into my mindfulness of playing the point, which I'm very mindful of because it's a point going on, and if I'm not paying attention, well, then things aren't going to necessarily really go my way. So try it out. You can have your own little techniques, and we're going to talk about a pre-shot routine and getting ready for a point in an upcoming video. But this is kind of the initial start of that, and that is becoming in the moment and staying in the moment by saying a couple simple words and then focusing on one of our senses. All right, let me know what you think in the comments. Let's pickle.